Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining the presentation today. Today we're going to be talking about Anytime Commerce, a business-to-business e-commerce application that we've designed and deployed for a number of companies in various industries. We're going to be showing you some of the simplicity of the application as well as some of the underlying complexity and how it can really improve your ability to interact with your business-to-business customers. So let's take a look here. I'm logged in. Actually, I'm not logged in. I'm on the demo website that we've set up for Anytime Commerce. And you can see that when we hit the page, we have a page here that really has nothing to do with commerce. It's just a landing page. We've got some advertisements running on the top, and we've got some different categories here on the bottom. Okay. And I can browse different items. Okay. So we do support guest access. So you don't have to deploy this for an existing customer. If you have a business prospect, they can come to your storefront and they could actually purchase from you from within the commerce site. Okay. There are parameters. You could force them then to set up an account or to contact you to get an account, but you can expose pricing, list pricing to them without a validated login. Okay. But what I am going to do is I'm going to log into the application. And when I log in, a couple of things you're going to notice. First of all, I can come over here and I can see my customers, and over here I can see sales reps. So depending on the login, if I'm a customer, I can have my own specific login. And what we can do is based on that login, we can filter the items that appear in the categories for that customer. The other thing that we can do is we can bring in the customer-specific pricing from your accounting system if that's been set up. So if I'm Liberty Cannonsburg, which is displayed over here, and I log in, I might have my own special pricing established in my back office ERP application. When I log in, I'm going to see my pricing, not list price, which is a nice feature. And right now I'm dialed in here as Darlene Hetman as a sales rep. So we also support sales rep logins. Sales rep logins are nice for your internal sales team. So if I'm Darlene and I'm managing a handful of accounts, I can log in and I can see my assigned accounts. And it looks like she has one. So she can pick Liberty, and any items that she would be ordering would be on behalf of that customer. Okay. The other area that this is really beneficial for a business-to-business environment is if you're selling through distributors, manufacturers reps, or independent reps, resellers, really anybody external to your organization, dealers. We have a customer of ours, we'll talk a little bit about them later, that sells marine equipment. And they've got dealers that will log into their B2B e-commerce site and place orders. So you could deploy the e-commerce for your dealers, your distributors, etc. They log in, they see the items and their, again, specific pricing from your back office ERP application. A couple other things that I wanted to show you here. I'm going to actually go ahead and change this. We control pretty much the entire e-commerce site based on settings. So if I go with the setting ID equal to coffee, you're going to see that we can skin out the e-commerce application to give it different looks, different layouts. You can see that, the customer Liberty was over here before and now it's on top. So we're actually changing some of the layout. With that login setting, which can be set based on the customer or the dealer or whoever's accessing the site, or even from a URL that you just, you might have 3 or 4 different categories of products in your e-commerce site. You could put in images for maybe, coffee, tea, or accessories on your homepage with the different setting IDs within that URL, and that'll take them specifically to those categories within your e-commerce application, which is really nice. So again, a couple things here. We've got the option to feature items. So I can see the featured items, or maybe it's specials on the home page. I can also browse via categories. So if I've got accessories, I can see whether they're coffee or tea accessories, so we can have subcategories. And then from within here, I can go ahead and click on the item. You can have really as many images as you want. You can also have attachments. This one doesn't. For the marine company that is using Anytime Commerce, they're actually in the process of uploading all of their PDFs for the manuals for the engines that they make. It's boat engines. You could have, if you're a chemical distributor or manufacturer, you could have material safety data sheets. You could have really any number of file attachments here. And you can actually build out your own tabs. So you might want to have a tab for more information or maybe for a link to a video. Really the opportunities for you to customize the additional information around these products is endless. Okay. So let's go back over here to the item. And let's say we're going to go ahead and add this to our shopping cart. And then maybe I want to search for a particular item. And maybe I'm looking for coffee to go in that coffee pot. So what I've done here is I've gone over, I cleared my filters, and I typed in coffee, and I did a search. And we are doing a search. You get to define which fields that search is looking at. So I can see any item that includes the word coffee, either in the description or elsewhere within the file. And let's say that I like this coffee here, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cart. And then let's scroll up here to the top. I can go at any point in time, I can see what's in my cart, and I can go to checkout. This is a real nice feature. The other item is to just go to your cart from here. So I'm going to go ahead and check out. Now, since I'm logged in as a sales rep and I've selected a customer, I can see automatically that the ship to information was brought in. Again, this is information that you don't have to maintain within the commerce site. We're maintaining this within the back office accounting or ERP application and bringing that in. You know, I might have multiple ship tos, in which case I could, you know, do a drop down and pick those multiple ship tos. Maybe I want to edit that address, do a ship to a different location, so I can go ahead and do that. If it's a guest account, obviously they would have to enter this information. Okay. From a shipping standpoint, we do support multiple shipping methods. We have a direct interface with UPS WorldShip, so you can actually get your shipping rates integrated for UPS. We're working with another account to set up FedEx. We're also looking into supporting LTL, or less than truckload, and truckload integration with another business partner. And then you can also maintain your own freight rate tables in the background. So if you're shipping via your own trucks or a preferred shipping provider, you can actually maintain those shipping rates within the application. Okay. And let's go ahead and just say we're going to ship UPS. And we're going to go ahead and put a comment in here. I can't wait to get my coffee. The next step, then, they're going to continue to the payment. There's a couple things that we support on payments. So obviously, if I'm ordering on behalf of a customer, I'm going to probably order on account. Okay, this is something most business-to-consumer or B2C e-commerce applications don't support. Right, they're going to require you to pay via credit card. Now, you can see here at the top, we do have credit card available. This would be useful if you're selling and you're allowing guests to come into your e-commerce site without a login. And then obviously they don't have established credit terms or credit limits with you. They could actually buy off your site on a credit card. Okay. The other side of this is if you have a B2C component of your commerce, you could use this just for the B2C side. But we're going to go ahead here and purchase on account. And if your customers have a purchase order, they can go ahead and enter that in here. And then they're going to continue to review their order. Okay. So they've got the shipping, the billing, the shipping method, the PO reference. Estimated shipping here was calculated from our UPS integration. This customer must be tax exempt because we're not showing sales tax. We integrate with Avalara, which is the leading cloud-based sales tax engine available. So if this was taxable based on the item that we're selling, the customer we're selling to, as well as the sales organization where they're located and where the customer's located, we'll be able to calculate exactly what is that sales tax for this order. And then they can simply go ahead and submit that order. A couple other things that I can do here, I can go into some inquiries, I can look at orders, and I can also look at invoices online, so sort of a self-service. And I'm seeing that there's no orders found. Let's see if there's any invoices. This is a new demo database for me. But there isn't. If there were, then what you'd be able to do on the order side is you'd be able to actually drill down into the shipment information, see all the line item detail for those shipments, as well as a tracking number if you're shipping via UPS. We will expose that tracking number as a URL. You click on that, and then it would take you out to UPS World Ship, where you'd be able to track down that package and find out if it's been shipped, where it's been received along the path to your door. Okay. Let's see here. I mean, it's pretty basic e-commerce stuff. A couple other things I do want to show you. One is the ability to skin this out. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but if I want to go into, let's go back to my pages. Go to my home page, and we're going to do setting ID equals Inmar. They're the marine engine company that we've worked with. So you can see I haven't changed anything in the e-commerce site other than setting ID. So I could skin this out and make it look exactly like I want for different companies that I'm managing within my my e-commerce site. Or I could change the look and the feel for different audiences. Maybe I've got dealers versus customers versus independent reps, maybe different segments of my customer base, so I can change that look and feel as well. We do also have another setting in our demo environment. This is for one of our customers called Kitchen Brains, really nice company. And again, you can see very similar look and feel, very clean, but a little different layout. Okay. Let's go back to our coffee setting. A couple things that we also offer. We have a full content management system available so that you can manage all of the information on the pages, your item catalogs, things that may not be integrated directly with your accounting system. We also provide you the ability to do these. I love this. This is the little side offer here. So if you've got different offers, calls to action, you can put them here. You can put your contact request form right on the side. And so it's just a real nice way to draw some attention to get your e-commerce site visitors to interact with you. A couple other things I do want to show you. One is the maintenance. Let's go ahead and change this to coffee. And so we've got, this is the item maintenance screen. And so all this information is really coming in from our accounting application, our ERP application. But we can go ahead and edit these. If we want, if there's item or information that's missing. Worth mentioning, we have different filters. These would be really our categories, so we can organize these into different categories and then subcategories. We also have attributes. So I'll give you an example of this. If I were to go to Amazon and I'm looking for a shirt, right, I might type in shirt, and then under that it's going to say, well, what kind of shirt do I want, long sleeve or short sleeve? All right, well, I would pick the attribute in our case of long sleeve. And then it's going to say, well, are you a male or female? Well, I want a men's shirt. What size do you want? Well, I want a men's large shirt. And then what color? So all of those options can be defined as attributes to help your e-commerce site visitors filter down to find exactly the item that they're looking for. You can see here at the top we have not only the details for this item, we've got images, attachments, related items, which is nice for cross-sell. So if I'm selling, for example, a boat engine, maybe I want to offer an extended warranty. If I've got, this is for another customer that we had set up, they have hazardous material information they wanted to display. And then again, if I want to, I can go ahead and create as many new tabs as I want for various information related to this item. So that's your item maintenance, which is pretty nice. Let's go ahead over here, change our setting ID. So this page is our user maintenance, and this would be where we would manage all of the sales rep users, all of the maintenance or administrative users. We have obviously a guest user here, which would be for anybody that's logged in or not logged in would come in as a guest user. And then we've got some customer users here as well, so you can set up exactly what they are looking at. Okay, you can manage their passwords, and let's go ahead and find, we'll use E2B admin as an example. All right, so we can do the password maintenance from here, their email address, status on them, and other types of information. And then we, of course, go ahead and add a new record. And this is where you will manage your pages. Now, you don't have to have just e-commerce pages. You could really use this to build out even your entire website if you really wanted to. So I could have like a contact us page that I set up. I could have maybe a product demonstration page, a video page, a news page. Any of the different pages that I might find on my website, I can build in and embed right directly within my e-commerce application. And we have actually a website content management application that allows you to log in to that site and edit the content in a what you see is what you get kind of an environment. So that's also another piece of Anytime Commerce, something that's very popular with a lot of our customers. So let's go back, and I'm just going to summarize a little bit here. Anytime Commerce, we designed it to be clean. As you can see, I mean, all the sites that we've demonstrated today, it's a very graphical look and feel. I caution anybody looking at an e-commerce application to do a couple things. Number one, make sure that they've got references that are doing business-to-business e-commerce, because there's a lot of consumer e-commerce applications out there that try to sell to business, but it just doesn't work. They don't have a lot of the features that we've got in our application. The other thing is I would look at the sample sites or the customer success stories, if you will, that they've published, and see if you like their websites. A lot of them don't really look all that professional, and the graphical element of Anytime Commerce makes it really pop. When somebody hits this website, it looks sharp, it's clean, it's easy to navigate. It's very intuitive on where you're going to go next. And that is very important. You don't want to lose a buyer. You want them to come back again and again. And I really think that Anytime Commerce is going to be the right application for anybody that is trying to sell business to business. One more example, I just want to talk about the company we have up on the screen today. They're actually a prospect evaluating the application, so we set the site up for them to take a look at it. And what's interesting about them is that they sell through franchises. So they're looking to deploy this site potentially for their franchise owners to come online and order products that would be obviously picked, packed, and shipped within this organization and sent to the franchise stores. So this is a real nice tool in that type of environment. Any company that is going to be shipping products out to a franchise or maybe, again, reps, dealers, this is the perfect way to go about doing this. We also had a recent prospect that's looking to deploy this for internal purchasing. And basically the way that would look is they would set up all of their inventory items, obviously in their accounting system, integrate it with Anytime Commerce. It'll bring it up into the site. And then their different customers, if you will, internally are doctors, independent doctors' offices. The doctors then can go online, order the products that they stock in their facilities, and this company basically manages that process. Those orders then will go back down into their ERP application. They'll run an MRP generation or DRP if they're a distributor, and based on the order demand, it will tell them what purchase orders they need to create, who ordered them, and then they can go ahead and pick, pack, and ship and deliver those to the various doctors and keep them replenished with the supplies they need. So kind of a different angle on using a commerce application, really almost more in a purchasing or a purchase order requisition type of an environment. So that's going to conclude the webinar today. What I would like to do is see if we have any questions. If you have questions, go ahead and enter them in the question panel. At this point, I am not seeing any questions, so we're going to go ahead and conclude the webinar. I'd like to thank you for taking time out, and I encourage you all to take a closer look at Anytime Commerce. We also have a free white paper available that explains a little bit of the differences between B2B and B2C e-commerce applications. So if you are considering replacing or implementing an e-commerce solution within your organization, I encourage you to take a look at that document. I'll give you some tips on what to look for and what to be cautious of. So that's it. We're going to talk to you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.